I am Mia. The Crown Prince of Beijing's elite circle snuck to my house in the dead of night and stole my dog. After he got his hands on it, he posted on Weibo, "Finally stole my son back." The post was accompanied by a photo of him with a giant Alaskan Malamute. Half an hour later, a popular young actress posted a selfie at home. "Wow, my dog was taken away by his dad. I'm so lonely all by myself." The hot searches blew up, and everyone gushed over their fairy tale love. I finished recording a show and went back to my villa, only to stare at the empty room. Holy crap! Where's my dog? It was the early hours of the morning when I got home from filming a variety show. Usually, my dog would come scrambling madly at the door as soon as it heard me key in the passcode, but there was not a sound from it today. I pushed the door open and called its name. Monster. "Where are you, Mom's back?" I called several times, but there was no response from it. I searched every room one by one, and there was no sign of it anywhere. Fearing that something had happened to Monster, I checked the surveillance footage at once. On the screen, Ethan, the Crown Prince of Beijing's elite circle, crept up to my front door, glancing left and right. He keyed in the passcode and walked in. Monster hadn't seen him for half a month, so it trotted over to him obsequiously, wagging its tail nonstop and whimpering. Ethan put a leash on it and hurried out with it in tow. I laughed angrily at how smoothly he pulled off this dog napping. I pulled Ethan's WeChat out of my blacklist and video called him. He had expected me to contact him and kept his phone right by his side. He answered the video call the second it popped up, then turned his head away arrogantly, not looking at the camera.
Didn't you say whoever caves first is a dog? Why are you calling me?"
I stared at Monster, who was lying beside him eating snacks. "Would I be contacting you if you hadn't broken into my house to steal my dog? Do you have any idea what trespassing on private property and stealing other people's property means?" Ethan was the grandson doted on by Mrs. Chin, showered with love and favor since he was a child, and he was unruly and arrogant. He leaned back on the sofa, stroking Monster's head in a great mood.
"I'm taking my son home. What law did I break?"
I reminded him. "I bought Monster."
"But I raised it bit by bit since it was 2 months old. If you want to see Monster, come home."
I was exhausted after a full day of filming and had no patience for nonsense. "I'll give you 1,000,000 yuan, and Monster is mine." At those words, Ethan shot to his feet, blowing a fuse like a husky whose tail had been stepped on. "Mia, you really take the cake." He hung up the video call in a huff. A few minutes later, Ethan deliberately posted a photo of himself with Monster on Weibo with the caption,
"Sneaked my son over from my girlfriend's place."
I chuckled. Immature. I hadn't even woken up the next morning when my agent called me to film the variety show. Shortly after Ethan hung up the video call last night, he called me again, acting all clingy. His excuse was that Monster missed its mom. I leaned against the back of the chair, sleepy, and opened the hot searches out of habit. Unexpectedly, Ethan was occupying the top 3 spots on the hot searches that day. Crown Prince Ethan announces relationship vaguely late at night. Crown Prince Ethan steals a dog in the dead of night. Zoe responds and admits their relationship. Crown Prince Ethan and Zoe are getting engaged soon. Mia regrets bullying the Crown Princess. I laughed when I saw the last hot search. Who came up with this title? Wasn't it embarrassing? Crown Princess? I might as well be a queen. Ever since Zoe made her debut, every time she hit the hot searches, she had to drag me into it to badmouth me, branding me as a bad person who stole her resources. I clicked on Zoe's Weibo, following the netizens' comments. Her latest post was a selfie in her pajamas from last night.
"Wow, my dog was taken away by his dad. I'm so lonely all by myself."
It was posted half an hour later than Ethan's. Zoe even tagged him in it. The hot searches blew up that night, and many big bloggers reposted it one after another. Some netizens even edited together videos of her and Ethan that had nothing to do with each other.
OMG, my 2 favorite people are actually together. A paparazzi exposed them skiing together in Australia 3 months ago, and the Crown Prince denied it was with Zoe back then. Now he's slapping his own face, haha. Zoe, are you announcing your relationship publicly because you're getting engaged soon? The Crown Prince is so humble in front of Zoe, he even has to sneak over to see the dog in the middle of the night. Haha. The Crown Prince spoils Zoe so much. I'm dying of envy.
Me? Did Ethan steal Zoe's dog last night? But hadn't she said in an interview that she was afraid of dogs and would never keep one in her life? I glanced at the comment section, where a netizen asked her,
Are you really dating Crown Prince Ethan?
Zoe didn't reply. A few minutes later, she liked several high-profile comments wishing her and Ethan a long and happy life. This directly confirmed the rumor that she was dating Ethan.
Can't you see how obvious Zoe is being? Why keep asking? Are you an anti-fan sent by Mia's side? Is someone a black fan just for asking a question? If you're really together, what's there to hide? I think she's just clout chasing. Zoe won't admit it directly for a reason. Stop being sarcastic. When it's time to go public, Zoe will definitely post it on Weibo first. Haters, get out of here.
The netizens were furious at being scolded and ran to Ethan's comment section to ask,
Mr. Chin, is Zoe really your girlfriend?
Who said that? Who said that? I don't even know her.
Zoe's fandom wasn't having it. Zoe will be so sad if she hears you say that.
Why do I care if she's sad? Also, I don't eat congee. Stop calling me congee baby here.
These comments were quickly pushed to the top. Netizens immediately posted screenshots in Zoe's comment section.
Stop clout chasing, the Crown Prince said he doesn't even know Zoe. She really has the nerve to put on airs.
In the next second, the netizen was attacked by Zoe's fandom.
We said it's not convenient to go public now. The Crown Prince has to deny it. Are Mia's fans just free all day, staring at our Zoe nonstop? Didn't a certain singer deny it at first a few days ago? And then after announcing the relationship, they even live-streamed their love every day.
My agent also saw the hot searches, and her face was grim.
You and Zoe made your debut at the same time, and you both have the persona of an independent young actress. Your two fandoms have always been at odds and fight non-stop. Now that she's hooked up with Mr. Ethan, she'll definitely overshadow you completely in the future.
I felt like my brain was short-circuiting. Zoe would do anything for clout. She even pretended to be Ethan's girlfriend. My agent saw me spacing out and comforted me.
Don't worry too much. I'll arrange your work to avoid Zoe as much as possible in the future. Today is the last episode of the show. Stay away from her and don't get into a conflict with her.
The RV pulled up at the filming location, and as soon as I got out, the cameras were on me, filming.
Mia has such dark circles under her eyes. She must have stayed up all night after seeing Zoe and the Crown Prince announce their relationship last night. Ha ha ha. She looks so jealous on her face. She must be dying of envy. Did Zoe's fans not brush their teeth when they got up today? Their mouths are so stinky. If Mia dares to steal Zoe's resources again, she'll be banned by the Crown Prince in an instant. From now on, the Crown Prince will personally bring all the best resources to Zoe on a silver platter.
I arrived at the filming villa, and the guests were all gathered around Zoe, currying favor with her. The show was called Love Me If You Dare. There were 4 male and 4 female guests, and it was broadcast live in real time. The guests had to live together for 3 days and 2 nights. As soon as the show started, the director pointed the camera at Zoe and asked if she and the Crown Prince had publicly announced their relationship last night.
Well, you'll all find out soon.
The director didn't want to miss out on this clout and kept asking.
Then, Zoe, can you tell us what happened last night? Was the Crown Prince posting on Weibo to show off his love?
He insisted on bringing the dog to accompany me for the show filming. I refused, so he childishly took the dog away while I was working.
I stared at Zoe, who was fully immersed in her performance, shocked. How could she make up so many stories without blushing or skipping a beat? I couldn't help but ask. Didn't you say in an interview that you were bitten by a dog when you were a child and would never keep a dog for the rest of your life?
I thought I would never keep a dog in my life either, but he gave me a full sense of security and made me accept dogs again.
So happy, Zoe's face is glowing with happiness when she talks about the Crown Prince. Zoe is smiling so sweetly. If this couple isn't real, I'll never believe in love again. How jealous is Mia of Zoe that she even remembers every single word Zoe said in an interview? Disgusting. Mia is always bullying Zoe, stealing her camera time, stealing her resources. Who the hell is stealing resources anyway? Mia lost the jewelry endorsement a few days ago to Zoe, and she still portrays herself as a victim. I spit. That's because the brand thought Zoe's temperament was more suitable. It's not like Zoe stole it. Can the Crown Prince ban Mia as soon as possible?
The director watched the number of viewers in the live broadcast room skyrocket. He was secretly delighted. The ratings for this episode were a sure thing. He was about to dig deeper into how Zoe and the Crown Prince met. An assistant trotted over and whispered 2 words in his ear. The director nodded, and when he looked at Zoe, he was grinning from ear to ear.
Zoe, the Crown Prince sent you a gift. Said it's here to accompany its mom for the show filming.
One of the guests exclaimed.
Could it be that the Crown Prince sent the dog over?
As soon as the words were out, someone chipped in at once.
Zoe is so happy. The Crown Prince spoils you so much. Zoe's life is just like a fairy tale, so happy it makes people jealous. I'm genuinely envious of Zoe. When will God send me a Crown Prince boyfriend?
Zoe froze for a moment, bit her lower lip gently, and lowered her head shyly. Oh, stop it, you guys. I'll go check it out first. The director suggested everyone go together. When everyone walked out of the villa, they saw a staff member holding an Alaskan Malamute on a leash. A WeChat message from Ethan popped up on my phone.
Baby, the old man called me for an emergency meeting. Take care of Monster for me. I'll pick it up tonight.
My eyelid twitched, and I replied to him. I'm filming a live variety show. What the hell did you send Monster over? I know what you're up to. Take it back right now. Ethan sent me a photo. I'm at the company. I locked my phone screen and took a deep breath. There was no way he could have gotten to the company in just a few minutes. Zoe looked around. Is it just the dog? Mr. Ethan said he has work at the company and left first. He told me to hand the dog over to its mom. With that, the staff member handed the leash to Zoe. The Alaskan Malamute's fur was shiny and thick, fluttering in the breeze, and the guests couldn't help but reach out to touch it.
Zoe, what's the name of the dog you and the Crown Prince raised?
The one who spoke was Tina, a new artist signed to Chin Media, with a sweet girl persona. Zoe's ears suddenly turned red. Well, how do I say this? At this, everyone started to tease.
Wow, Zoe is shy. Now I'm curious what the name is. I bet the name must be related to Zoe.
Everyone chattered on, and amidst their teasing, Zoe said softly,
All right, I'll tell you guys. He insisted on naming the dog Kanji, the kanji from 8 Treasure Kanji.
Tina looked envious. Wow, I got a mouthful of dog food again. I can't film this show anymore.
The Crown Prince loves Zoe so much he even names the dog after her. I've been fed dog food the whole time. Please spare us single dogs. I'm jealous. This Alaskan Malamute has such a good appearance. It's obvious Zoe takes great care of it on a daily basis.
My mouth twitched speechlessly. Did Monster agree to the name change? Sharp-eyed netizens saw my expression and immediately attacked me.
What's that look on Mia's face? Let her die of jealousy. Jealous of what? Can't a person find it ridiculous how cheesy Zoe is talking? Mia must be thinking about how to steal the Crown Prince from Zoe. This time she can only dream. The Crown Prince only likes Zoe. No random nobody can steal him away.
Zoe beamed with joy at Tina's words and pulled the Alaskan Malamute towards the villa. But the dog just sat there motionless. It looked around, as if searching for something. Mommy, where are you? I can smell your scent. Zoe smiled awkwardly at the camera. The Alaskan Malamute turned its head away arrogantly, and the move was inexplicably like Ethan's. At the thought of this, I could not help but laugh. Monster heard my voice and tried to break free from the leash in Zoe's hand.
As expected of the dog raised by the Crown Prince and his girlfriend. That head-turning move is so cute. I'm dying of cuteness. Can Zoe's fans stop forcing the praise? The dog didn't even give Zoe a single look. Ha ha ha, I'm dying of laughter. Zoe's fans, come take a look. How come the Crown Prince's dog doesn't know your idol? What are the anti-fans talking nonsense about? Who else would the dog be close to if not Zoe? Zoe is the Crown Prince's real girlfriend. Oh, please, has the Crown Prince announced it? She's not even a real girlfriend. Don't make a joke out of this in the end. Not gonna lie, I think the Alaskan Malamute is trying to find Mia. I spit. If Kanji likes that bitch Mia, I'll stand on my head and eat shit.
I sneered at that comment and waved at Monster. Monster, come here. As soon as the words left my mouth, everyone's eyes fell on me in an instant. When Monster saw me, its tail wagged like a propeller. It tried to run to my side, but was held back by the leash, whimpering anxiously, scratching the ground with its two front paws. Zoe's face darkened as she tightened the leash. Watching Monster look miserable, I strode over.
Hahaha, dying of laughter. Still telling Monster to come over. Do you think it's willing to go? Anyone with eyes can see it wants to go to Mia. I suggest the one above stop watching the variety show and hurry to the hospital to see an ophthalmologist. Mia is so disgusting. She even calculated a dog for clout. Who's calculating? Mia didn't even touch the dog. If Mia didn't do anything, why would Kanji want to go to her? You have to ask your idol. Why is the dog she raised not close to her, but instead wants to snuggle up to our Mia? Zoe's fans are losing their minds. The dog doesn't even deign to give Zoe a single look.
Zoe felt a little humiliated and shouted at the dog sharply.
Kanji, if you do not obey me, Mom will not buy you snacks anymore.
With that, she tugged at the leash again, but the Alaskan Malamute didn't even look at her, barking excitedly at me. Zoe's smile froze on her face. She grabbed the leash with both hands and pulled hard, forcing the dog to walk with her. Monster's neck was tightly strangled, but she acted as if she didn't see it. I snatched the leash from Zoe's hand and said coldly, "It doesn't know you, no matter how hard you tug it. It'll never walk with you." Zoe looked as if she'd heard the funniest joke in the world. She held out her hand and said sarcastically,
Mia, I know you like to steal my things, but please give the dog back to me. If Kanji doesn't obey, I'll discipline it naturally. Are you sure you want to steal my dog in front of millions of viewers live on screen?
I sneered. "Did you really raise it?" Zoe's face turned ugly, and she snapped.
What else? Don't tell me you're going to say this dog is yours?
The atmosphere at the filming site turned tense. Monster didn't notice. It wagged its tail cheerfully, bouncing around my feet. I reached out and stroked its head, met Zoe's glare that could have eaten me alive, and said word by word. Listen carefully. The name of this Alaskan Malamute is Monster. It's not called Kanji.
Hahaha, dying of laughter. Is Mia still half asleep? She's talking nonsense. I bet her next sentence is going to be that she's the dog's real mom and the Crown Prince's girlfriend. To be fair, the dog looks much closer to Mia. It seems to not even know Zoe at all. Also, the dog didn't react at all when it heard the name Kanji. But it started wagging its tail when it heard Monster. It must be that Mia used some trick. Zoe posted on Weibo last night and even tagged the Crown Prince directly. Would a fake girlfriend dare to do that? The one above has a point. I'll shut up for now and see what happens. No way, no way. Zoe looks so scary just now. Does she have a grudge against this dog? I saw Zoe strangling the Alaskan Malamute's neck hard. I saw it too. I seriously doubt Zoe is not the dog's owner at all.
Almost as soon as I finished speaking, Zoe pointed at me and shouted an accusation.
What monster? Its name is Kanji. You steal my roles and my endorsements on a regular basis, and even steal my camera time on the variety show. I can let that go. But now you even want to steal the dog I raised. After the last episode of the show aired, Ethan wanted to ban you, and it was me who spoke up for you. Now it seems you're not worth a shred of sympathy.
The director signaled the camera to focus on Zoe and me. He had a hunch that this show would definitely be the most popular variety show in recent years. Zoe publicly admitted to being the Crown Prince's girlfriend. Two popular young actresses clashed head-on. Mia was about to be banned by the Crown Prince. Any of these topics was enough to stir up a storm. The director thought the clout was enough and smiled to smooth things over.
Actually, all Alaskan Malamutes look pretty much the same, Mia. Why don't you take a closer look? I often mistake other people's dogs for my own, too.
He gave me a look, reminding me this was a live broadcast. I scoffed. Look at Monster like this. Do I look like I mistook the dog? The director looked down, and Monster was sitting at my feet, its eyes squinted shut in delight. This obsequious look of its was definitely learned from that husky Ethan.
Mia is so mean. Can't she see the director is deliberately giving her a way out? She won't even take it, so annoying. Annoyed then learns sign language. Didn't you see the dog is clinging to Mia? Mia's fans stop making excuses for her. Who knows if Mia will even exist in the entertainment industry after today? Ha ha ha. OMG. Zoe finally admitted her relationship with the Crown Prince. Wish you and the Crown Prince a long and happy life. Zoe, don't cry. Don't cry. I'll always support you. Feel bad for Zoe. I wonder how much Mia bullied her before to make her break down and shout during the show filming. Everyone go comment on Mr. Ethan's Weibo. Tell him to come and stand up for Zoe quickly. She looks like she's about to fall apart.
Zoe suddenly came over to grab the leash. In the end, she yanked the leash right off Monster's neck. Sensing danger, Monster immediately got into an attacking stance and let out a warning growl at Zoe. Zoe's eyes turned red in disbelief. The bullet comments kept rolling.
Such an ungrateful beast. Daring to attack its owner, this kind of dog should be put down on the spot. So sad for Zoe, betrayed by the dog she's raised for so many years. If the Crown Prince finds out this dog helped a stranger bully his girlfriend, he'll definitely have it put to sleep. Open your damn eyes, you guys above. Who the real owner is still up in the air.
The director had filmed so many episodes of the variety show, but this was the first time he couldn't control the scene.
How about we call Mr. Ethan over?
As soon as the words left his mouth, he regretted it. What was his status to ask the Crown Prince to make a special trip for such a trivial matter? Unexpectedly, Zoe blurted out,
Okay, I'll call him.
This piqued my curiosity a little. She hadn't looked the least bit flustered when she went out to pick up Monster just now. Instead, she had looked a little eager. Zoe deliberately dialed Ethan's number in front of me. The other person answered quickly. She cried and told the story with all the embellishments.
Wah, Ethan, hurry over here. Kanji helped a stranger bite me.
I frowned at the sniffling, crying Zoe. Sympathetic gazes kept falling on me from all around. The biggest media company in the entertainment industry was under Chin Group, and offending the Crown Prince's girlfriend was equivalent to offending the entire entertainment industry. Zoe didn't turn on the speakerphone, so no one knew what was being said on the other end of the line.
She just wiped her tears. All right then. You focus on your work first. By the way, Kanji was just instigated by someone else. You can discipline it a little tonight. Don't really have it put to sleep. I quite like Kanji.
As soon as I heard that, I knew the person on the other end of the line was definitely not Ethan. He would never say something like having Monster put to sleep. Zoe got all lovey-dovey with the person on the other end of the line.
Love you. Bye, hubby. Love you. Bye.
After hanging up the phone, Zoe looked as if she had found someone to back her up.
Ethan said he'll tell his assistant to ban you as soon as he finishes handling his current project. I think there's no need to continue filming the show today anyway, after all. She paused on purpose. You're about to be banned.
The Crown Prince finally made a move to ban Mia. The atmosphere in the entertainment industry will finally be cleaner from now on. They're so sweet together, they can't bear to hang up the phone. The Crown Prince is on Zoe's side unconditionally, even if it's the dog he's raised for years. If it dares to snarl at Zoe, it has to be put to sleep.
Watching Zoe look triumphant, I sneered. Is that so? What a coincidence. I know Ethan too, and I was on the phone with him while you were making your call just now.
OMG. What does Mia mean by this? I feel like my brain isn't working anymore. Laughing to death, does she think that just by changing a contact's note to Ethan, he's really the Crown Prince?
I turned on the speakerphone. Ethan, did you hear that just now? Someone wants to have your baby put to sleep. There was a few seconds of silence on the other end of the phone. Then Ethan's cold voice rang out.
Nonsense. My baby is you. Not that silly dog. I'm coming to you right now.
Monster seemed to understand that Ethan was calling it a silly dog and let out a few snorts. After hanging up the phone, I waved my phone in front of Zoe, speaking in a teasing tone. Your Ethan can't make it. No worries. Mine can? Zoe warned me coldly.
Ethan is not someone you can casually leech off for clout.
Mia is going too far. She even pretended to call the crown prince in front of Zoe. She heard Zoe say the crown prince was busy, so she secretly changed a random contact's name in her address book. Does she think she can avoid being banned like this? Ridiculous! I bet Mia will get a call from her. Ethan in a few minutes, making all sorts of excuses for not being able to come. Can Zoe's fans stop overreacting? The crown prince's voice is so recognizable. Are you deaf? Can't you tell it's him? There are so many voice actors. Who knows if Mia deliberately found an actor to do the voice?
The bullet comments were filled with fierce fights between the two fandoms. Until half an hour later, a black Maybach appeared on the filming set. Everyone fell silent and stared over in unison. Ethan got out of the car. The cuffs of his black shirt rolled up casually, revealing a section of his wrist.
Mr. Ethan! It's really Mr. Ethan! The crown prince is so handsome. This face outshines all the actors in the entertainment industry. I'm in love. No way, did Mia really call the crown prince over? I don't care who called him here anymore. Can I have him as my hubby now?
With Ethan's arrival, the number of viewers in the live broadcast room directly hit 5 million. I hadn't even had time to walk towards Ethan when Zoe rushed over faster than me.
I thought you had work to deal with. Why did you not send me a message in advance when you came over?
Me? Did these two actually know each other?
Mia's fans can give up completely now. Your idol is just acting. She acted so real just now, I almost believed it. Damn, I was scared to death. I really thought the crown prince came for Mia.
Ethan's cold eyes glanced at the woman in front of him, and he frowned.
Who are you?
Zoe thought he was teasing her on purpose, bit her lower lip, and said shyly,
I'm your baby. You were texting and calling me that last night.
She spoke with an indescribable coquetry, her face flushed all over. Ethan stepped back, step repelled by the pungent perfume on her body. This woman was brazenly spreading rumors about him right in front of his girlfriend.
Call you baby? Are you dreaming?
What the hell? Plot twist, ha ha ha, my god. So embarrassing, the crown prince doesn't even know Zoe, and she still went up to him all coy. Zoe's fans love to talk so much. Now the comment section is all yours. Speak your minds freely. What? Now you have nothing to say when we let you? If you don't say anything, us Mia's fans are going to start talking.
Zoe's eyes turned red. You're not joking with me, are you?
I never joke with strangers. Stay away from me. I do not want my girlfriend to get the wrong idea.
The director had seen all sorts of scenes in the entertainment industry and immediately realized that Ethan didn't know Zoe at all. Before he could say anything, Tina spoke up first.
Mr. Ethan, isn't your girlfriend Zoe? Didn't you say you sent the dog over to accompany its mom for the show filming just now?
Ethan had heard the gist of what had happened from the phone call. He put his arm around my waist and greeted everyone.
Hello everyone, I am Mia's boyfriend.
At his words, I shot him a warning glare. But Ethan acted as if he hadn't seen it.
The guests were flattered that the crown prince had greeted them personally. Hello, Mr. Ethan.
Hello, Mr. Ethan. I'm Ben, the director of this show. You and Mia make such a lovely couple.
Tina was dumbfounded. She was about to say something, but was pulled aside by the director. Zoe was heartbroken, tears rolling down her eyes one by one.
You say you don't know me, then what about our chat records every night? A few days ago I told you someone in the entertainment industry was bullying me, and you said you'd help me ban her. After you posted on Weibo last night, I tagged you, and you didn't clarify. Isn't that a confirmation?
Ethan lifted his eyelids, looking at the woman who kept closing in on him with wariness.
Zoe's eyes were red and swollen. You said because my name is Zoe, you even changed the dog's name to Kanji.
Kanji? Do you call that name? And Monster answers?
Zoe's face turned green, and then pale. You even gave me the villa passcode. It's 37990.
Ethan and I exchanged a glance, both of us filled with shock. The passcode Zoe said was real. Ethan was afraid of being misunderstood and hurried to explain.
Mia, I really don't know her. I have no idea how she found out our villa's passcode.
Zoe pulled out her phone and found the WeChat contact named Ethan.
Look, you told me the villa passcode yourself.
I took the phone, And the person chatting with Zoe had the WeChat name Ethan and even used his avatar. I clicked on the moments, and I was completely shocked. This person's moments was exactly the same as Ethan's, except the posting times were 1 day apart. Ethan saw it too, his eyes darkening a little. I handed the phone back to Zoe. This is not Ethan's WeChat. If you don't believe me, video call him right now.
Zoe flew into a rage. Impossible. This WeChat was personally recommended to me by Ethan's driver. 3 years ago, when I just made my debut, my agent took me to a wine party. I was being forced to drink by an investor, and it was Ethan who sent his driver to help me out.
Ethan's face turned completely cold. He had an excellent memory and quickly remembered the incident Zoe was talking about.
It was Mia who saw someone being forced to drink that day and told the driver to go deal with it, not me.
Impossible.
Ethan sneered. If it weren't for Mia being here, he wouldn't have wasted a single word on this woman. He took out his phone and called his driver to come over.
Mr. Ethan, what can I do for you?
Ethan lit a cigarette, smiled lazily and recklessly.
You have been chatting with someone for so long. Do you not plan to explain yourself?
The driver wiped the cold sweat from his forehead tremblingly, closed his eyes, and began to confess.
That WeChat is not Mr. Ethan's. It's always been me chatting with you. I thought you were beautiful back then and wanted to pursue you. But you kept asking me for Mr. Ethan's WeChat. Your eyes were only for him, so I secretly made a fake account and told you it was Mr. Ethan's. I accidentally added Mr. Ethan's WeChat because of work, and to stop you from getting suspicious, I copied all of Mr. Ethan's Moments posts to the fake account. I really like you. I've always wanted to confess to you, but I didn't know how to say it.
Zoe raised her hand and slapped him hard.
You are disgusting. You pretended to be Ethan and chatted with me for 3 years. No wonder you refused to meet me for the past 3 years, and never answered my video calls.
The driver apologized frantically.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I'm really sorry.
He suddenly got down on one knee, took out a ring he had obviously prepared a long time ago from his pocket.
Zoe, even though I'm not as rich as Mr. Ethan, I really like you. You once said you liked my interesting soul. Let's be together. I'll definitely treat you well. I earn more than 20,000 yuan a month. If you don't want to work, you can quit and stay at home. I can support you.
Zoe had been dreaming of marrying into a wealthy family. Now that she found out it was all a lie, she lost all reason, not caring that it was a live broadcast.
Get out of my sight. What do you think you are? Do you even deserve me?
My God. Zoe is a completely different person from her usual sweet young actress persona. We've all been fooled by Zoe. She's never been an innocent little white flower. All those stories about her being bullied by seniors online were all self-directed and self-acted. Mia never stole her resources. On the contrary, she often snatches other people's resources. Is Zoe an idiot? She chatted with someone for 3 years, and the person never agreed to meet or answer video calls, and she never suspected anything? I took a day off specially to watch the variety show at home. After seeing the hot searches last night, this day off was so worth it. It's so shocking.
Zoe had a mental breakdown on the show, forcing the show to end early. When Zoe saw Ethan's Weibo post that night, she didn't understand it at first. Later she thought it must be some kind of hint from Ethan, so she posted a Weibo in response. She saw that her response post wasn't deleted and thought she had guessed right. After the show ended, the hot searches were immediately dominated by related topics. Crown Prince Ethan's real girlfriend, Mia. Zoe has a mental breakdown on the show. Zoe's boyfriend is Crown Prince Ethan's driver. Crown Prince Ethan humbly begs for reconciliation. Zoe's dark secrets exposed one after another. Zoe had a mental breakdown in her agent's office. She smashed everything on the desk to the ground and shouted at her agent.
I've been on the hot searches for days, and you can't even take them down? Are you useless?
Her agent wasn't going to indulge her and slapped her to calm her down. She took out a stack of termination agreements from the drawer.
You still have the nerve to throw a tantrum at me? How many resources have I poured into you? And this is how you repay me. These are all the termination contracts sent by the brands. According to the contracts, because of your actions that damaged the brand image, you have to pay 10 times the liquidated damages. The top one is the termination agreement between the company and you. Sign it.
Zoe threw the contracts aside at once. I won't sign. I've created so much value for the company, and now that I'm in trouble, the company just wants to kick me out? Over my dead body.
The agent looked at her. She had dealt with all kinds of artists over the years. According to the contract, if you cause losses to the company due to personal reasons, the company has the right to terminate the contract with you unilaterally and claim 1 million yuan in compensation from you. If you sign the termination contract obediently, the company will waive the compensation, and you only need to pay the brands. Zoe knew the company had completely given up on her. She laughed and cried in the office.
I don't have the money to pay. The company took all the money I earned these years. What do you expect me to pay them with?
That's your problem to solve.
Sister Gwen, I can't afford to pay so much liquidated damages. Please help me think of a way. I'm begging you.
An assistant knocked on the door twice outside. Director, the newly signed artist is here, waiting in the meeting room. The agent stood up and said coldly to Zoe,
Pack your things and leave after signing the contract. Don't make a fool of yourself.
After Zoe terminated the contract with the company, she sold all her assets, but it was still not enough to pay the liquidated damages. After being sued by the brands, she was added to the list of dishonest persons. Later, Zoe tried to sign with other media companies. Without exception, she was blacklisted by all of them. After the driver was fired by Ethan. He looked for Zoe many times, but was chased away by her curses every time. After the variety show, Monster became an overnight hit. Many production teams contacted me, hoping that Ethan and I could take it to film variety shows. I've lost count of how many such calls I've received recently. Ethan hugged me from behind, his warm breath brushing against my ear.
Mia, marry me.
I chuckled. Didn't you say whoever caves first is a dog? Ethan slipped a ring on my finger.
As long as I can marry you,